you I was going to constantly bring the DIYs. Let's go ahead and make some fringe earrings today. Come on, y'all. It's DIY time. All right, family, so for this DIY, it's very simple. Don't make it any harder than it has to be. You only need yarn of your choice. No matter how many bundles of yarn you want, it's up to you, but one will do just fine. You need a pair of scissors. We need a pair of fish hook earring hooks and something to measure the width or the length of your earrings. All right, so I'm going to get all of the wrappings off of my yarn. I did pick this yarn up from the Dollar Tree, so this just lets you know how inexpensive this DIY is. And so I'm going to go ahead and lay all of the colors of the yarn that I have out, and I'm going to measure them up, and this is what I'm going to use to go ahead and start going around my measuring board, which is my coaster right there. And so right here, I'm just using my finger to kind of hold the yarn on until I get a few wraps in, and then you'll see me remove my finger. Also, just make sure that you're not wrapping too tight, because in the end, you're gonna have to slide this off of what you're measuring on. Now, FYI, when I do yarn earrings or tassel earrings, I usually feed my yarn from the floor, but for the sake of this video, I had to put it up on the table so you all can see what I was doing. Also, try your best to keep up with how many wraps you're doing so your earrings will be even. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and slide my yarn off of my coaster, and you see how easy that slid off? It wouldn't have been that easy if you would have went really tight around each wrap. All right, so I'm done, and I cut my lifelines away from the yarn, and we're going to go ahead and sit this over to the side because we'll be coming back to that in a second. And at this point, what I'm doing, I decided which yarn I wanted to do to feed my fish hook through. You all could have picked any of the colors here. I chose the white. And so I just basically fed that yarn through the little hole on each of the fish hooks. And we're going to go ahead and attach our earring hook to the earring. So as you all can see, I fed it through. Now I'm going through it and I'm going to tie it in a knot. You all need to pay attention here because we need to make sure that the fish hook is pointed upward on the earring. You don't want to get so busy into tying it that your fish hook ends up toward the side or actually up under. And as you can see, my fish hook is pointed upwards. And so now I'm going to go ahead and tie a couple of knots, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut that loose. Now, I actually could have just let that hang there because in the end, I'm going to be cutting all of this apart anyway. But this is just to show you that my fish hook is pointed upward because that's the part that'll be going in your ear. And now on to the fun part. Let's go ahead and go through the hole and go ahead and cut everything loose. And there you have it. This is pretty much the start of your fringe earrings. Now I'm going to go ahead and just kind of comb everything down with my finger, making sure that I got all of the loops cut throughout. And you'll see here in a second that I missed one. There it is. I missed one. And so I just had to go ahead and cut that. Yeah. Now I could have stopped here and we could have just let the earrings hang like this, but I actually want to, I don't know what it's called, but I want to go ahead and, I don't know, tassel them, if that makes any sense. All right, so we're going to go ahead and lay that down, and we're going to go ahead and get a piece of yarn. I chose the dark purple or the blue right here, and that's what I'm going to tassel my earrings with. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball where I want my tassel to start. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and make sure that everything is looking good, and then we can go ahead and pull tight. And just to make sure that it is secure, what I do is kind of tie a knot, and then I flip it, and then I tie a knot again, and then I flip it, because at the end of the day, y'all, this is Dollar Tree yarn. And we're going to comb again and make sure everything is pulled through. And this is the part where you want to kind of measure how long you want your earrings to be and get all of those scragglers off. Because once you do your cutting initially, you're going to have some scragglers. So that's kind of how I measure them. I put them in my hand and I kind of squeeze and I cut all the excess off. All right, let's go ahead and slide all of this debris to the side, and let's do another one. And being that I didn't keep up how many times I wrapped around my little board here, I kind of lost my way. And actually, this one turned out a little bigger than the other one, but it all worked out in the end. So just kind of keep up with how many times you wrap around. Whether you count 25, 10, it just depends on how thick you want it. All right, and also for this one, we're going to go ahead and take the white yarn and we're going to feed it through the fish hook, and we're going to get that ready to seal the earring. And I'm going to say this again just for importance. Make sure that when you are tying your string to secure the earring hook to the earring, that you are making sure that hook is in the middle. Okay? And remember, I'm tying a knot, flipping it over, tying another knot, flipping it over, tying another knot. That's just for security because, again, this stuff from the Dollar Tree, y'all. And I took both earrings and I flipped them over, and I used the first one as my guide to know where to cut down the extra excess yarn for the second. And so I was like, I think I want the neck part of my earring to be a little thicker than it is, just for a little bit more style. So I just took some of the blue yarn because it's so beautiful, blue, purple, whatever you want to call it. And I just kind of wrapped around the neck a little bit more just to kind of show off that other color. And yeah, I like that a lot. And yeah, this part is optional. Y'all do not have to do this part. All right, and so to seal this, I'm going to take the extra string and I'm going to pull a piece of blue string from the tassel part of the earring, and we're going to tie those together and knot them just to go ahead and complete that. All right, and so I'm just going to be doing a little primping, a little trimming. I'm going to give my earrings a little haircut. I wanted them just a baby bit shorter than they were, so I just kind of cut the tips off just a little bit. And yeah, I think that they turned out wonderful, even though one of them was actually a little bigger than the other one. You really can't tell because of the dimensions and colors, but yeah, I'm just going to gift these to one of my good friends. And we've made it to the end of this video. Thank you all so much for being here with me. I hope that you all enjoyed this DIY just as much as I enjoyed doing it for and with you all. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button so you can be notified, because when I tell you the DIYs will be upcoming, baby, we are going to be DIYing like crazy around here. So you all can pop these in at the office or even to go see the girls. I hope you all loved them. See y'all later. Bye. I'm human.